All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning to another stream. Today I'm joined by Mr. Hazed.
Yo, yo, yo.
If you're new here and you want to learn about what we do, go check out www.papertrails.io. But other than that, take a look at NQ Daily Price Action. We do a stream in the morning outlining the important levels going into the New York session. Then review what happened at night. We see what happened during the New York session, see what trades we took, and what we can do going into the next day. We take a look at some crypto, and we also take a gander at some stocks. Today is probably going to be a little bit more in depth than the previous streams because we had some good, some decent sweeps on crypto. So let's see if that will continue this rally. And supposedly, I don't know, I saw probably was a meme that Jim Cramer said ETH, Bitcoin, and Solana are absolutely trash. Sell it all. I think that was a fake tweet, but I don't know. Let's get into it. Typically in the morning, we'll get in here and we'll take a look at the charts on NQ and what happened during the Asian session, the London session. We take a look at the interaction between those two sessions because that can tell us what's going to happen during the New York session, or a lot of times it does if we read it properly. But we start our analysis on the daily, so let's. Wow, I just typed in daily. What a fucking dingo! God damn. Today we were looking at this right here, right? Let's take a look at our 12-hour levels as well. There was our November 18th. There we go. Right at 6 o'clock, we were below the closing price of this 12-hour candle. We've also displayed some levels. We were looking at this 24,632.75 and also this 24,495.25. Which I guess going into tomorrow, we'll just start off there. Going into tomorrow, if this 24,495.25 breaks, we're more than likely going to see this 24,158 liquidity right there. This big old wick that's been left on the daily, or was it the weekly? It was just a body. Damn. Okay, never mind. I thought there was a wick, but yes, that's the liquidity we're going to look for. Anyways, here going to the day, right? Similar thing. We're seeing that right here. That price is still holding below that closing price of that previous day. Then we go a little deeper. We have that previous day low right there on the 4-hour. We're kind of consolidating, rejecting some levels. Price tapped into that 4-hour fair value gap that was formed. So they gave us a nice continuation to the downside, or a little bit more of a conviction that price is going to want to go to the downside. We look a little deeper on the hourly during the Asian session / London session. We come up and tap into the order block right there on the hourly. Price rejects it. We don't see any continuation above it, right? We're just kind of seeing it slowly dying off, right? And then right there, this is where we begin our outline around 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern. We say, well, this candle kind of looks like it might want to go below, but as long as the closing price of the 7 p.m. candle is holding, we're more than likely going to maybe see a little reversal, but we also need to clear that previous day low. You can see how well the bodies are respecting this previous day low, especially this 8 a.m., this 9 a.m. candle. So 9 a.m. opens up. We do a little sweep to the top, clear out some levels on that happened during the London session. This is something that we outlined inside the Discord this morning as well. Internet was absolutely just fucked this morning. Nothing wanted to work. I was going to stream, but everybody inside the Discord got the outline. So make sure you go check us out, www.papertrails.io, if you want to be the first ones to know. Besides the point, right? Typically, this would have been outlined on stream, but the way the bodies are respecting it, right? Something that we always preach here is if we break a level, we come back and retest it. We want to see whether or not it's now that previous support is now showing us resistance, or vice versa, where that previous resistance is now showing us support. Sometimes where we break to the top, right? Like right here with the Sunday open, we came above first, came down to it, broke below it, and then kind of consolidated around that level, continued to the downside. So this previous support level has now turned into resistance, right? Where we broke below it, and now we're just kind of hitting our head against it and going further to the downside. Similar thing that happened right there, right? That sweep. All the prices all the bodies are holding below that level, which gives us that continuation to the downside. 24,410 was the liquidity that we were looking for today, which price has delivered to perfectly, and then we saw an immediate reaction out of it. So let's dive a little deeper. Let's look on our 5-minute and 15-minute, right? Every morning at 9:30, you're going to get an open high low close or open low high close candle on the 15-minute. That first 15 minutes, that typically manipulates into something and then goes down further. So if we were looking over here in that 15 minutes, on the upside, we have a lot of just smooth ranges, right? A lot of consolidation and all those wicks that were just trying to get liquidity but couldn't. So we have a lot of orders sitting here. You can see on that 5 minute how we come up, sweep everything. We got an SFP forming, so swing failure pivot where price fails to displace that sweep, which is what happened here on the 5 minute. Sweep, no displacement above it, body's closing back below. Next candle opens up is below the closing price of this previous 530 or 930 5 minute candle. Then we get that continuation to the downside, and this could be seen on the 15 minute, right, very well, where price sweeps, and then there's that 915 candle close right there, and then the body is now holding below it, which gives us that conviction to the downside. We displaced this previous weekly low that was swept during the overnight session, which gave us that initial bounce right there, right? There's that previous weekly low, that darker green color. Tap into the hourly order block right there. No close above it. Nice little continuation down. 915 or 930 comes around. Sweep all this consolidation. No displacement above those levels. Continuation to the downside. 915 candle close. There, let me outline it. You can be more visual. Price is holding now below it, which gives us that conviction to the downside. Then if we do a little deeper, right? If we go a little deeper right here, this was the liquidity that we were aiming for, that price wanted to sweep, the 24,410. Immediate reaction out of it, right? So we don't see any body close below it on the 5 minute, which is a huge tell. Typically, if it's not going to hold, we see a 5 minute candle through it, and then maybe a retest and continuation to the downside. But across all time frames, we did not close a single body below that level, which gives that conviction to the upside. And then this was what, 11:05 price opens up above it, right? And then also the 11 o'clock close candle, or close of the candle, is now holding this body of 11:05 candle, and we get that reversal to the upside. Small little retrace into, what is that, probably like a 786 of the range, or 618 of this leg to the upside. Hit that, and we get that continuation back up. Sweep of some of these liquidities, not quite reaching this right there, but we are below the quarterly open now, so it's honestly going to be up to this 24,495.25 level and the 24,632.75 12-hour level. Something that we outline, something that gives you a clear perspective of those price levels, because it's not quite the 15, not quite the the hourly, but it's just something different. Divides the day up perfectly. Hope that made sense. That's what I got on NQ. Take a look at crypto. This is something that we were talking about on Bitcoin. It's on my Twitter. I think Mr. Hayes says something about it, but we were coming into the 705 of this whole range, right? We tapped it, and look at that immediate reaction. This is what I was looking for from crypto. I didn't want to see some bullshit thing, and now this we got the CISD on the 4 hour as well. Tapping back into this range, we could see a possible continuation out of it, right? This was more of like a slowed down consolidation. Then we get that manipulation, and now that possibility for a reversal going into the next few days and possibly week. If this weekly can get back above this yearly open, I think we can get a solid continuation to the upside. So the tap of that 50% of this weekly fair value gap. This could be good, or at least a retrace before a continuation to the downside. I think that would be more than fair, because we had 4 weeks of selling.
I agree.
Still a little retrace into the bearish range, because we are still below the 200 EMA. Tap into this weekly fair value gap 50%, 705. Those levels line up perfectly. And are we nearing a full moon sometime soon? Are we coming into a full moon? Possibly. Probably. Then we could probably see a fucking reversal into that shit, as it usually goes. Here's I'm gonna post this on Twitter. Bitcoin. The weekly range. something. Alright. That's Bitcoin. I haven't taken a look at any other crypto. I guess we can sort by percent change probably.
Yeah, for sure.
And then WCT. That might look good. AXS. AXS doesn't look bad. The sweep of that. This SFP and price holding there. Go to AR. AR, this is one that we covered the other day inside our Discord. I was looking on this 4 hour and how we were getting above the CISD but needed the CISD to hold. So if we get back above that CISD and above this weekly opening price, we could possibly see a little continuation here. Maybe like something like that on AR. Maybe not fully, but while we're below the 200, at least a retest up to it. If we get through it, then that's going to be a different case that we can discuss further. But for now, we're just looking for something to get us to the 200 EMA. That is locked on the 4 hour. For those that are looking for it, there's AR.
Banging.
Yeah, back. Something. Upside. Let's check the hourly on this bitch. Hourly SFP as well on AR, so you could get a little small play going on it. I think, right?
I like that.
I think I was also looking at pump yesterday, or a few days ago. Looking on the 4 hour.
Tau was great.
Tau.
Tau was amazing.
What was I looking at? I was looking on the hourly on it. Oh, yeah. Dang, we got a solid continuation up there.
That was nice.
Fet.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. This one fucking... Had a solid fucking day. Oh, it's so sad to see my fucking baby just destroyed.
Beat to pulp.
Huh?
Beat to a pulp.
Yeah. Need to put some more. Let's see what else we got over here. ARCP. Aleo doesn't look terrible. Solid sweep of everything over here. Weekly, previous weekly low swept. I kind of like this one. Aleo.
Yeah, I like that. That looks nice.
4 hour CISD retest. Oh, I hate when I do that. Yeah, 4 hours. Also sweat the
Banger.
sweat the previous weekly low and where's this? Is this here? Oh, 818.
Has to be.
It is so distinct. See flock. Hippo. Did you see fucking Hippo? How much that shit got fucking just shit on? Oh my! Pull it up, Jamie.
Pull it up.
Take a look at that fucking shitter. This got absolutely fucking
Big.
cranked on.
Yeah, that's foul.
Yeah. Kind of like fucking funny, not funny, but goddamn, they just fucking.
Gutted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even look at stock yet.
Don't look at the what?
Stocks. Velo did fucking great.
Oh yeah.
Netflix still holding.
Netflix.
Everything
That
else
was
looking
fucking
pretty mid-Z. Rivian could hold OTE here, I guess. Nothing looks great right now.
Nothing looks that great.
Oh, look at HD, that piece of shit.
HP.
HD,
They just had earnings, didn't they?
she's gutted.
Oh yeah, they had earnings today. Was that a surprise? 2.5 reported earnings. They had good revenue. What is this? Earnings and revenue. Oh, their earnings were 2.52% down, but their revenue was 202.04 mil up. Shit on. I guess deeper into, like we said, we want this little fucking consolidation bush right there at like 324.
Yep.
Let's see what else. Let's see what is DE doing out here. DE is kind of just like struggling here right now. But this weekly, yeah, like we said, this weekly needs to get above that 200 to see that continuation. We don't want to see a falling 3 right there. Possible, but not something that we would want realistically. Gonna pull up the stonks right there. AMAT. Look at that fucking bounce on AMAT.
In fucking frame.
AMAT, AMT. Guess let me take a look at the ones that I wrote down that I was to look at. I was like, yeah, actually, I can fucking refer back to my shit. Yeah, DG is one of those that I wanted to see a continuation on. Previous daily low swap, still kind of below this 200 EMA now, but that SFP is the only thing. Look at what happened last time we had an SFP and what we could do potentially. The only thing that maybe to the upside on this bitch is this guy right there. Something like that. That's a big maybe.
Big old baby.
Big ol' maybe on DG right there. That's a big ol' maybe on DG. Target ABT. I was looking at ABT longs potentially going into this week. The weekly looked good, but now that we've swept that previous weekly high, there's a possibility that we'll retrace into the range that we have created and then go from somewhere there. We've held this current range nicely. Yeah, back into 618, 126. That wouldn't be bad. Up. ConocoPhillips. We were looking for long, so top of this OB with the SFP on the weekly. This one I would still okay this one for some longs. Look at COP.
GOP.
Below 200 Doku.
Yeah. It looks like you could make another low still maybe.
Doku.
Rivian failed the top of this breakout like I said I was worried about, and now
Yep.
it really looks like a bear flag.
Yeah, it looks fucking ugly. Like, you fucking hoe. Like, come on. We're retesting. We're back at that $14. Retesting that shit inside the weekly fair value gap, which is good. But we need this fucking 1442 to hold in order for price to continue to the upside. That's the big level right there. 1442. So we need to see hold in order to see continuation. DraftKings, shit in bed, Octa, on RPG. Target's also just fucking not doing the things that look good for it.
Never gets any follow through.
Which one?
Target.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, Adobe. Nothing looks good.
Yeah. See, like, Adobe.
Pretty sure I said to risk off too. That one stream.
For which one?
I said risk off on the market.
Yeah.
Into the end of the year. On looks okay.
Everything Amazon fucking shit, and I think everything's waiting for fucking NVIDIA earnings tomorrow after hours.
Keep on.
Oof. What's NVIDIA earnings prediction tomorrow? 148. Is that where we're gonna stop? You're gonna have a gapper downer for how much is that?
It never misses.
20% gapper.
No. It always rips. I like on. Still a possibility.
Only thing is that SFP on the weekly, but the daily looks okay. We swept that one weird ass wick.
Yeah, there's just like no volume, there's no action on anything. Costco's dying, like we said.
Oh yeah.
It lost that fucking CISD level 915.
There we go. Come on, Costco. Come on. A little lower. Below the 200. Yeah, this bitch. If it comes into those 740s, fuck. Do it. Send it there with haste. What's going on? What the fuck's going on? Oh, coin might complete the animal. They post this on coin in here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Nothing that looks fucking phenomenal.
Nope, not at all.
Nothing that's like, if you're in position, maybe fucking roll some shit. Dash doesn't look, Dash looks okay. On the weekly. Daily. Yeah. On that. That's all I got.
I just don't see anything crazy here.
That's all I got on the day. Think I have anything else? Nada?
Nada.
For you, señor? All right. Muchas gracias, señoras and señoritas, for your attention. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure to give it a like, give it a share if you enjoyed something. Tag us in the comments if you have questions, or leave them in the chat before we end these streams, and we'll for sure get back to you. Or during the streams, if you have any questions, feel free to pause. I have chat pulled up so I can always answer those. Come hang out with us in the morning, at night. If you got any stocks you want us to look at, crypto, whatever, tell us, let us know. We'll get right back at you. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure, as always, check out www.papertraders.io. It's the website to go to see what we're all about. Check out the streams that we've done in the past to see our track record. Make sure you follow Mr. Hazed at Hazed Beats. Give him a like, give him a follow on Twitter. 3,000 followers for him. We're going to do a lifetime giveaway for the Paper Traders membership. Posts amazing charts, great analysis, and he's working on a few good tools for our Discord right now as well. So come hang out. And make sure you follow at the Paper Traders as well for any updates that are happening there inside the Paper Traders Discord. Just stay stay in the known. And that 2,000 followers for me, I'll quit my job. 3,000, we're gonna do another giveaway here. And I'll stop talking about your moms. Let's get this viewership count up. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Hope you guys have a beautiful night. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace out.
Peace.